I'm giving you a full picture of me. You can see the grace on my face, and a lot of people knows me, and a lot of people knows that I'm a very humble person, and I like to keep it that way with my God and with the world at large. But I'm saying to you now, just have this full picture of me and see if you can really buy me. And as I say, I'm wishing you a healthy, prosperous, and happy new year. Bless 2025. Bless. I'm with a book in my hand. It's titled ERADICATE 8, coming straight from the heart, written by ex-woman police Janet Tomlin. That is me. You can otherwise call me Jenny. I have a talk before this, but I am now getting the chance to wish all persons in Jamaica and globally happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year 2025. Well, as I was saying, I have had a talk on this channel a little before a little after the Christmas. So what I'm saying is, I just want to make a little correction on that talk, and don't watch the little spit on my mouth within that talk at the corner of my mouth. I'm kind of overwhelmed. And as I was saying, that I am actually talking about my son-in-law, where I see him box my granddaughter. I did not see it. He was the one who come to my house, remember to go and do a little business for him, and was telling me all about it. And I said, but you're wrong to box a little 11-year-old daughter. Yeah. Him say he's a devoted father and so on. And I understand his crisis, but I'm wondering today if he's psychologically affected from all the things that I've said in this book and things that I've said on that YouTube channel before this one here. As I'm saying now, is that this book is actually having this conclusion where I have my to-be buyers, readers, and to-be fans call me in the conclusion, because I don't want to waste the time to have a conclusion where I actually have to spread out and every little detail of this book. But conclusion will have my readers call me and to hear from me personally the poverty severity that I'm undergoing, and actually to come and view it. I know in Jamaica, many people will see that I'm a tried person and will buy my book. Where my son-in-law is concerned now, he's a very great man. If it wasn't him from time to time, I would not know how to be able to manage. He has been so good to me, and I do respect him, notwithstanding all that I've said in this book. But I'm trying to get him to understand that I am a mother, and I don't like to see certain things happen. And I know he say it's his woman, but it's my daughter, it's his children, but they are my they are my blood. So I'm asking him to tone down and be good with them. And knowing that I am a mother, I do a little business for him. And in my next YouTube talk, I'll talk to you about that, because I want to be fair. And at times he's vexed with me because he thinks that I go into his money. And also, I know from time to time, if it, last year December, he paid me up with a nice 20,000. April gone in 2024, not last year December, 2023 December. He really gave me a little good money, and I have to appreciate my daughter with him. And this year again, in 2024 April, he gave me a 15,000. He wanted me to do a little business. But by a look around, the money dissolved away like butter against sun. And I know I want in my society of people, whether in Jamaica here or globally, to come and help me to see if I can spend my money, help me to generate my income better, and so on. But what I'm saying now is that he's been so good to me. This year again, December, if it wasn't for him, this pants I have on now, it's in last year, December, I brought that pants out of his money. I don't know what I would have managed. I look after my 87-year-old mother, and I'm telling you, if what I see happen is that my sister had stopped, who asked me to stop my job and look after her, had never given me a money for 6 months. And if it wasn't my son-in-law that wear white, if it wasn't for him who give me that little money, I would not be able to kind of buy myself a little this little nice little jeans pants. I pay a little $600 for it. And by the time I get that little 20,000 from him, it went like butter against sun. We don't know where the money is going. I've seen people want TV or people come on radio station, want on radio. And I know I want to be able to get my thing manifest so that I can help my country at large and all over the world at large. And I know what I'm all about. And I hope the Minister of culture and entertainment will see me as trying. When I forward this book to them, I will forward in my book to the MP, the member of parliament, to the leaders of our country, both in the opposition and our leader itself, with the attached parliamentarians. And I hope I will get a progress on it. And I hope it will manifest my doing as I want it to be. As the song goes, you have to believe in yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now, believe in myself. As I said, son-in-law, when you see this book and if you think I've grossly talk about you wrongly in this, no, I don't. There are constructive criticism, and I'm asking you to understand. I've never seen a better man than you. I've never seen my daughter pick up a better man than you, and I know it. Regardless of your little talk, and I will be coming on our next YouTube channel to express all I take to the street and what people said about you. And they respect you a lot. I know that. So you're a good man. No other man would take up certain amounts of money, buy certain gifts here. I see how you treat my grandchildren, and I'm proud. Very proud of you, son-in-law. And as I was saying, what I'm saying now is that I said on my other YouTube channel, this will be first before that, even though it comes after that channel. I'm saying that actually I've said a few things, or a thing that I shouldn't have said because I was a little overwhelmed that people in our country in power might have their houses there and there, and I'm struggling, stuttering to get a little building on my little piece of land here. And actually, I get some things from Park, and by look on material done. And right now I have steel put down in my yard, a little block, few little block sand, and it's very hard to erect up something. People, we don't want to be living like that. So I'm saying I've seen the ghetto life, and I've seen where people struggling in little borders, want for better, and I know I want to be able to help. And if this country globally sees me as a very trying person, and don't leave me crying, I will be able to help out situation. My effort is for support. So bless to all persons in Jamaica and globally, as I wish you a very prosperous new year again. Bless. To all persons in Jamaica and globally who celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a happy and Merry Christmas. Also, to all persons again in Jamaica and globally, I am wishing you Happy New Year 2025 when it comes. I'm here to introduce my book, Eradicate Hate, Part 1. In my book, it's actually straight from the heart, written by ex police Janet Tomlin. You can otherwise call me Genuine. In my book, we have content where I actually is asking for help to formulate part 2. And I know good man, good woman, gentleman, and gentlewoman who will read this book will gladly help me through the moment. I actually get fierce in a way, and it is from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, what they have done to me, where they have pierced me, and I have to live with that. But that's not the only reason I'm getting fierce. They have dragged me off to mental health section, not giving me the right proper care there. And eventually I realized, yes, I had a head issue. But that head issue was an injury I get in the back and a hit in the head. And I would not regard it as mental illness. So I would like that all to be erased from my life as that thinking. And I actually see some things that is not really pretty. The poverty, severity that I'm encountering every day of my life, it is not pretty at all. And we need to go through the moment. In my book, it's actually an investment buying my book because I see what is happening in this country and this world. And I actually is making rearranging myself for a change to follow the path of goodness. So please understand, as you buy, my book will be online. My book to be sold. I'll find ways to get it over to you online, and I actually not going to give you the full history of what is in this book because I need you to buy this book as an investment. You see what I say about buying this, reason for buying this book, because I actually see what is happening in this country and the world at large. And I am saying one reason to buy this book actually is with all the crisis of crime, things that we see happen every day in crime, rape, family food, and those things about dead left land and so on that is happening in the world today, causing actually domestic food, domestic killing, fatal injury. I think one should buy this book because I have the complete story and solution to all of those little things, issues. So as I say, my book is coming straight from my heart. Is it inclusive of attention? Minister of Education attention, Minister of Justice attention, and actually attention to the Prime Minister and the opposition of Jamaica. I am going to give it a break right now and come back to you. My topic on this YouTube and Facebook channel is just to introduce my book, and I'll call it Ex Police Talk. Again with you on Ex Police Talk. I've listened to 94.5 FM all the time. I've seen so many wars and cry come over on it. Yes. And notwithstanding with all the smoothing songs, music, lyrics, it just cannot actually quell these wars and cry. I know that this buying this book is will be you will be set for the best bet. So as I said, I know things that are happening and children going to school at pep stage can't do simple addition and reasoning ability on paper. We just cannot carry on like these in school, sending off these children to high school. I have seen it happening, and I've liaised with the Minister of Education on him, someone affiliated with me in this book, and I hope they will get this book, a copy of this book will be sent to them so that for a price, and I hope I see me as a trying person, my effort for support, they will understand that this person is a very good person at heart and want to build Jamaica. Well, and again, I've heard even the opposition talk on it. Children coming from that stage of school to high school not knowing such things. It is so bad. I don't know what we need to do, if we need to gear up the teachers more, but I know one thing, that social worker needs to be in school. Because as I explained to you in this book about even my grandchildren, then what is happening, it is not right. And people should know that behind closed doors, children are maybe being ill-treated even by their own parents. So we need to gather together and see what is happening. Social worker needs to be independent in school because I have seen things happen to my grandchildren that is not pretty. Lately, I sometime on the 19th of November, I gather and it's not exposing anyone or looking famous or wanting to be famous about talking about these things. It is my heart that is in my mouth wondering what is next and what is going on. You understand? These things must be talked about because we are lazing every day, putting on talks every day that we need to talk about these things that is happening to children. So this is one thing that will be coming out. My topics content within is my son-in-law who is always attired in white. Yes, I've seen some things that sometimes I have to ask him, are you paid off in my life to be my son-in-law? Well, it is so, and if that is so, I don't know yet. But my part two, Eradicate It part two, will enlighten you furthermore on issues. I, if you read my book, you'll wonder at it. You understand me? And I said, when I said, I have seen a situation where my son-in-law, who's always attired in white, always going around, actually bracing that he's caring when the children, the five children were killed, and or the four children, and the mother, you went there as if you would never hurt a strand of hair in a child. But I'm telling you, I know children must be disciplined, but oh, you understand me? I've seen him box my granddaughter, and the mother interfere, and I think she's much afraid of him. And we need to get these things out. I don't know, son in law. I'm asking you to just tone down. And I gather at that scenario that the mother must have hit him back, and actually it caused a friction, and he pushed her down on the floor. And I don't know what is about him, but he's always embarrassing her in front of me, embarrassing me too. And also, I cannot think of, no matter what he does to help me, would overcover that scenario that I've seen and expressed in this book on him. You understand me? And it is more than that, more than just that. And my other YouTube talk and Facebook talk will grow more. But at this moment, I'm just introducing my book so that I can gather myself together to make a little money from what the force did to me, where I was shot by a woman inspector of police. Sarah was they carry on as if it was some lesbian affiliation. Listen, I know nothing about lesbian living. I do love people. I do, and I really pet people. I think they are diamond and pearl, just like all my grandchildren and our children all over the world are diamond and pearl. Well, what I'm saying now, I hope that my kind of goodness won't be taken down like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and those people who over the years have tried to be good. Right now, I'm awaiting a compassionate grant from the path because I was having great issue with my head. I had injury that I had, looked like it started to develop on me bad. I went, actually, I was at a clinic, my first clinic, and I give them a notion what was happening to me, give them, explain what my sickness was all about, and actually, they told me and referred me to the mental health. I was shocked. My first encounter with a doctor, I was wondering what she was talking about. I said to her, I'm telling you that I'm having cold all over my body. I touch this part of my body and I feel cold spitting up. She said it's not in my body, it's in my head. You understand me? And I said, what is this? I started to think that it was an illness that I was going through. I needed a specific pill. But then I realized that it was not so. And I was actually warring with her. And I eventually had to go to the mental health where I get medication. Firstly, alloperidol, which did not help me much. I changed clinic because I couldn't understand what was going on with me. And I only to hear about the same thing. Yes, I need to see the mental health. Well, I did, and I got a pill called risperidone. I don't know if it's turns is too strong for me, but sometimes I have to avoid taking it, not to feel drunk, not to feel sleepy all the time. So I actually don't know yet what is going on with that pill. But I do when I do take it, cause my head feel like my neck I feel like it's going. So actually, I know that something is wrong with the spinal cord. I'm supposed to do a brain scan and a chest scan because from that shot that woman inspector have given me, I am wired up in the chest. And it's not pretty. It gave me aches and pain. I'm wired up 8 times. And I really wonder if those doctors who did me up that night had to wire me up, had to cut me in the chest. But I know I'm living with it for 26 years now, and I'm still breathing. I still got life, and I thank the Father God. And I'm here at the ending of 2024, actually, to bless the moment of going into 2025, hopefully. And I've got faith and hope that will be my faith. I actually awaiting this compassionate grant from Path to do the brain scan and chest scan because I know I'm having illness in the body. I even talk to people about my breast becoming enlarged on me where I realize I'm having hormone problem. I try to keep a steady diet, but sometimes it's out of control. But what I do hoping that the Path program will come true for me and let me do this test. I don't say I don't get money here and there, but sometimes the money is so small and everyone wants to look good. My son in law is a very good man at that. You understand me?
But then I'm wondering what he's all about still. If when he gives to you, heavily, he wants back. And I don't just get money from him, but I must thank him. I must big him up. That actually, when I was down on my face, when police left me out in the cold, in this world in the cold, without bathroom and kitchen, built a one room for me. He came, so I got some things from food for the poor, and he used those wonder board, get his own board, fix up a bathroom and kitchen, cover my so I must big him up and thank him. And over the years, I started to put on another little another section on my house, my one room, and he tried to give me a little money from time to time. Sometimes I say I need sand and gravel, he might give me a 10 or 11,000. So I know he's been a good man. And I'm asking him to just tone down on his behavior with my daughter, because I know my daughter have been through a lot where I'm concerned. I know the things that happened to my daughter. And I happen to know that she's a very trying person. And I know he said he's a devoted father, but with explanation of what I said about him in this book, I don't know anymore if actually he's paid off in my life. But I have to be careful because things are happening all around the world now. Things are happening in Jamaica where people just kill people, people. It's crazy. And we need to find a way out to help scenarios, situation, young girls, baby having, and the country's not doing much for them. They're suffering. Want a little money there and there. I'm saying to this country at large, I see what is happening, and I know if I put on my effort like this for support, I only think that all Jamaicans and everyone should try to see it start hearts of love to buy this book. I'm telling you, no critics about it. It's money in abundance for all. Back with you again on Expoli's Talk. This book is combined of songs I compose. Yes, I hope to have a choice to voice them myself. I know I have a daughter, a young daughter, not young anymore, but the younger one. I have two daughters. But I've seen things happen to them that sometimes I wonder if I can ever get a bond with them again. And it's because of male counterparts. I really don't understand male going around doing certain things. You understand? Because it shows that they don't have any love. Even though I've seen them with women, children of their own, they're going and hurt people. It is so bad. But we won't debate on that because I actually have a letter, confidential letter, addressed to the State Minister of Health, the Governor General, the Prime Minister, the opposition, and in it, they must note my detriment. And they must know that of all the times anyone, I deserve my redress, which I am coming after, hoping that with faith that I'll get a good lawyer when they read my book and see more of my talks, which will be different topics, not just ex-police talk. But for now, I regard this talk as ex-police talk, and I actually listen on 94.5 FM, and it is said that we are every day I hear talks how much we are to older MP liable for certain things, for betterment. I must say thanks to the person who mandated, I don't know if it's actually mandated, the fact that people are to get free medication, because I can tell you it helps me. I don't know if I could ever manage to buy if I was to buy all the time. I would be broke. I will never live a life. And people need to have money. People need to live better than this. People need to enjoy themselves. And with what is happening now from the top, it creates a selfishness, a bad mind, something I watch in the life of human being, even in the circulation of my communities all over. And people need to know that they can have money for themselves. Yes, I am not advocating free mentality, and I'm also not advocating that people are to get money with ease. People are to put out their effort, and this is one thing that I'm doing to get my support. Do you understand me? I don't know about anyone else, but if I can help the whole world at large. I will help them, not just to give to them on a free mentality basis, but to help them to actually fish for themselves. It's a life here we should live, and it's a love here we need to get together. Unity we need. It will bring opportunity. I know that. But what I'm saying now is that I'm actually here too today, and I have to talk about it because eventually I hope it will come true. It's a small amount of money, small amount of gift for us to be putting people in power with our living being lowered as how I see it is at this moment. If it wasn't for family abroad, if it wasn't for dead left house, dead left land, sometimes we don't know how we manage. We have to give thanks for that. But right now, I'm awaiting some applied requests that I made to the Jamaica Labour Party for some construction material. It's just about a 30,000, and I hope it will come true because I am not in my life going to ever put anybody in power who's going to lower my living. They must see me, they must know that I am a trying person and see what they can do for this person. Yes, I'm an ex-woman police. It's sad what had happened to me. Oh, that woman inspector I did went to her house, came out, I called her, she said she's coming out to talk to me, and she came with gun, posed it, and shot me right in the breast. I had to put my hand there, and that's what saved my life. Actually, the doctor would say, yes, that was about it. That, and I know she might feel good in herself with all the talks that go down, and people might have a good that is so. That is not so. I am a very person with love. I believe in man and woman relationship. I believe in children. I believe that people should have children. I don't believe in abortion. I believe that if God sent children in the world, it should be. And God is the only one who can send children into a woman world. You understand me? I believe that we should have our children. And I want to do things about that abortion thing. We'll lays on that topic in part two because life is not so. We have to make recompense for all those kind of ill. We have to help the situation, make solution for those ill to not to be happening. Well, as I said, I am awaiting that grant from the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't know what the opposition, the People's National Party, can do for me, but I'm sending my book forward to them. My book will be online. There will be pictures of me attached to that book that is for sale too. And actually, there's a two picture in some of the books. The book prices will be there on it when they are actually out, and ones with pictures of me who want to buy that one, it might be a little more price than the other ordinary one without the photograph, but it is there for you to read and what is happening actually. Well, there's a lot of talk on my son-in-law, and basically I am promoting, I am actually wanting to establish my songs in this book that I write for myself. There was some poetry writing that I did years ago. I used to do that, frame them up and sell them when I was out and down. At the time when the Jamaica Constable Force did what they did to me and left me on cold and said that I was acting up. Yes, I know that for true, and I know now that something was wrong with me, but that was even wrong of them to just send me out on the road, leave me to suffer. I watched my daughter, my young daughter then, I don't say they didn't help the police federation. I did so much and did what they had to do for me, and I know they did what they should do. You understand me? Because it wouldn't be fair for me them to leave me out court. But they didn't have to do either. But I'm appreciating of what they did years ago for me. They gave me a one room and I could go on. You understand me? They helped my daughter buying her books for a little while, and I'm very grateful for them that time. And I'm also grateful for that woman police who went to them and said, Janet is sleeping at station. She needs to get a little place, and she have a place. So let's see what we can do. She start a little building. Let's see what we can do to help finish it. And that's because I started it with that little money that I get was actually leave money that I get when I was kicked out of the force. I call it kicked out because that was really hard on my head. You understand me? So what I'm saying now is that most police know me. I have had police who maintain me over the years out of their pocket, feeling day and night what had happened to me. And I really appreciate them. You understand me? That woman police who went and tell the police federation that she saw me sleeping at places because family don't want me at the house or so on, what they have. You understand me? And she went and she organized and they organized and they come and build me a one room, finish up my one room. I actually want to tell you how I derive my name, Genuine. Genuine is a name that I derive. I was at the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce during a leadership program, and the tutor asked, "What would you use? One word that you use to describe you?" And that's the first word come out of my name. My mouth. Sorry about that. My mouth. That was genuine. And I actually realized that name suits me very much. And I stick it on. And for my later days coming up, and in the interim, I'll be using that as my stage name. I know my young daughter said, "Oh, this woman always wants to sing, and she can't sing." I just really laugh because I know her little bitterness towards me from time to time, and with her my star son-in-law that she have there as a partner, she also wants to look up to him and feel that nobody should size up. We're building themselves, but I am not imitating that man. I've always had my hopes up writing. My first poetry writing was by the river. I was high school, and I always loved writing. I wanted to actually study psychologist, but things never turned. I had my life on my own after I left high school, and the force was a suitable choice at the time. I'll tell you all about that in part two. Oh, my good friend is above all a very good man. We were very good friends. He's now a lawyer. He was a teacher then when I know him. Say, "What are you doing now that you left our church?" I said, "I don't know what I'm gonna do." But he said, "Why don't you join the force?" And it was very hurting when all that was happened to me. He wanted to have me resign when he was a lawyer. I knew him at the time. He became a lawyer, and we were still good friends. I actually know he was really upset because he thought I was going somewhere and he thought I was a very trying person. But what happened? I must let him know that I had an issue. You, my daughters, them, I must let them know the situation with them, that I didn't have them under my roof, have them growing them myself as mother and daughter should, is because I was having a hearing issue within the head. I have tried to sort it out now. Right now, a good friend of mine even tell me about the nut leaf. It's very good for pain, and I tried it. I put it on my head. She came out for the Christmas season year of 2024, and I said I'm having headaches and so on. And I just tried the almond leaf, and I tried it, and it worked wonders. And I do appreciate her. I know she knows who, and I know especially if she see this um channel, Expolice Talk, she'll know that I'm talking to her because I really appreciate that person as a good friend. I've always laid everything with her. The only thing I am not lazy with her, and I later talk with her about it. Over the years, that's something that happened to me that was even worse than that woman inspector shooting me. And I kept it. I kept it silent. I kept it under the carpet. And I know it was not right. And I know I blame myself every day for something like that to happen to me. But as I go on, I must say that life goes on and people have to erase bitterness, put bygones and let bygones be bygones, put bygones up aside and laugh, smile, and live up their life. You understand me? Well, as I said, son-in-law, I big you and I'm asking you, who son-in-law who's always attired in white? I know people knows it. Most people knows who's that, and I guess as I say it on this YouTube talk, it might scrap up the name of the person. I'm not even calling name because I had a book which is actually contained within this book, mentioned within this book, on the market, ex-police, plight that needs some light. And that book has actually made, I realized, caused me actually my death. And I think they wanted to dehydrate me because I have real names, real companies in that book and person's name. And I am saying to you now, And that I know at the time that that would cause friction or it was not meant to hurt anyone. But if anybody have been hurt by that book, can give me a call. My in my book here, Eradicate It, my number is there, and then my number is 837-3105, and I have a few other numbers that I'll be coming on after the new year with another talk on this channel. So what I'm saying now to you is that I'm actually asking the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Sport to have an input in this book, to have an input in my doing, my venture, my music that I want to have a choice of voice for myself. Because I know that I actually decided that I wanted to enter the festival song. I, I put myself painstakingly, and I've been doing it from getting myself together from last year. November. I heard that it was out, and the entries for the festival songs were on internet on the YouTube, and I decided I went to my internet cafe and I get the entry form, and I actually build myself, compose myself a song. Young girls around me know that because they even went with me to get myself because I'm not very versed with internet. You understand me? And I have carried my song at the cultural place, JCDC place, only to hear that the entries are not open yet. So they don't know that I saw it on my phone. I saw it when it's going to be closed on the 13th of December. I will carry that song. And that song will carry the weight in Jamaica because I am going to hear play. And I will be doing my songs myself because I have that drive and I know I can thrive that way. Well, something has to go on for me. I know that something must build me. I know I want to get brave before seeing my grave. And that's what my intention is. Even at my age, you understand me? I am not cold. I may be old, but I'm not cold. And I intend to make a life, live for myself, and build a world. Well, actually, this book contains where we talk about family life, a little of family life. I'm going through a scenario right now where I have a dead left lamb. And actually, it's not pretty what I'm going through. And I have a title with my father's name, and the lawyers are expensive. And I would like to get my thing together. I know it's a tax. My brother and sister who's willed out on the land for the land is deceased, and I'm left there. But I have niece and nephew who actually it's not pretty what I'm going through with them. You understand me? But I'm thinking that I must live as long as possible with them, see what they would want out of this. It's still my father's place, and I don't want to sell it. It is very expensive to get out a title, which I would want to do. And I'm asking my Jamaican of people to help me, my global people. I'm getting together myself. I know I'm right, and I know I'm conscious that I can fight the issue with the government, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, what they have done to me years ago, and to get my redress. People need money, and they left me cold out with a wide up chest. Yes, I am not fighting that woman inspector. I who had shot me because they should never have somebody like that, ruthless, vicious in the force as to do such thing. And then she said I carry a knife. There was no knife. I never walked with a nail clip, not even a nail clip knife. But like I said, I'll be talking. I'm back with you on Ex Police Talk. I'm going to finish off now because I cannot tell you everything that is actually in my book. Because maybe you will not buy it. And I want support. And I actually want your investment so that I can make you have money in abundance as I want to. I know people who might say, I don't have to buy a book, I don't need to read a book. You understand me? I need food more than a book, but actually it's investment. It's a very book that will set you for the best bet. I can tell you that. I'm not comparing with on any other bet, but I know it will set you for the best bet. But what I'm saying now is that my communication with God had kept me alive all these years. God, I've asked Him for His strength to top up my breath. And with faith and hope, He had done just that, make it by faith. From I was 10, I know myself. I'll always take my index finger, or lately I put end finger, and put his cross as reverence for deliverance, and I've seen it happen to me. We must acknowledge God. We must. There is a master man created us. You understand me? And that is good. Well, as I said, buying Eradicate 8 Part 1, I can tell you, it's going to be gold. And like a gold scored for that gold. Yes, I should come up with a little of my income. Yes, I do get a little money from my sister for looking after my mother. I'm here with my mother. She's 87, October, 29th of October gone of this year. And I was working at a nursing home before then. My sister asked me to stop, be there with her after biological, my sister died from that union. My father who left this place, and my mother who's here with me now. I'm looking after her. My never comes and go. I'm at home alone with her. I would like to go out and expand, but because of illness, I realized God have maybe His way of living for me and wanting this for me. Because I actually is getting ill sometime, and I have to be taking care of myself. The best thing in life, water. Get the best fresh water for you to drink. Drink a lot of water if you eat it from time to time. I use up my bush a lot. I drink my herbs, and I think it's a great acknowledgement to God. So, as I said, income will be outlined to you because I need help in this country. I am thinking that I don't know if there are good man and good woman relationship anymore in this country or in this life. You understand me? But I see men come to me and the way I see them act like they will vex up about every little thing, and I know they want to be rulers and be dominant, but oh, I need a man with understanding, agreement. I've had man come to me, give me a little $5,000, and I've seen young girls getting better than that. I can't have any children at this moment, no. So I am giving and taking. So I don't know if that will be a reason to tarry to get married. Because I can't think of a man treating me that way. Sometimes don't call me for months or weeks. You understand me? I know poverty and severity is here and men are poor. And it's very hard. They work hard and they have their life to live to fix up their places, get their house together too. But I'm actually advertising, putting my advertisement for a bridegroom. Open man will understand that they will have to know that honey and money goes together to build a love foundation for me. You understand me? Because without that, and those two things goes together, not just the honey. A man got to put out his effort to know that he's fixing up his woman, and I know that same back here, he's not going to just give me money that can spend on anything that is love. And I'm accepting. I'm accepting because I actually know the proper severity, and I'm accepting because I know I have to give and take too. But as I said, my income stands where I do get a little pension. Talk about it in this book, but I don't know where we're going with that. Yeah, I think overall, my talk to the Prime Minister and Leader of Opposition in this attention, in this book, as attention. I know people deserve better, and I know if people get better, they will help to fix the infrastructures. I know people will even pay for their medication from time to time. I know actually that what I see, the poverty severity that I see, it smells bad, sad, and mad. We must have people who are wanting to come in power lay out what they can do for us before it happens. I believe strongly in that. I believe that no one should be voting to power to lower our living or quota and lower our living. I strongly believe that actually, for a betterment, before being elected, is required to see us as people elevated, Jamaica pride. You must say what you can do for us. Wow, because I know it is bad here. Sad what I see. People, if people weren't getting money from abroad, from their families, I don't know how people would manage in Jamaica. I've seen it. Do you understand me? The poverty, people want to fix up their place, black and steel in a yard, houses there for over years, start and can't finish. It is so bad. We don't want to live like that. While we're bigging up some people who have their houses there and there abroad and have their money switch account, we're not grudging no one. But think of us too. We're putting you in power. We're putting you there. So when you do come in, think of us. Think of the children them who are not working. Not everybody is actually educated. So we have to think of those who's not educated too. We have to get together our country back again with love and so on. I actually dedicate this book to Charles Mont, my six grandchildren, especially my grandson Elis Lewis, and my two daughters. My grandson is talked about very much in this book. What I see will be coming out on another talk channel, YouTube and Facebook channel. What I see happening to him, I don't know if it's that love, and because of that, I think he's rebelling. My confidential letter to the Prime Minister will as address to churches, and it's addressed to the Governor General and a few other people. I will talk about that in my next channel, and I'll show you the addressee person. My ministry, my talk to the Ministry of Security. Actually, it's about what I'm being wronged about and what I see is happening on expungement. We'll talk more about that Ministry of Justice attention. We'll talk more about that because what I see, and I actually went through the expungement, paid my money, only to hear that I cannot be free of one of the charge until after three times I have to, and a letter to the Minister of Justice. And I said, wow, nobody ever tell me that when I was doing my expungement, when I started to get the form and I decided to pay my $2,000, I never know that I would be rejected. I started even making up nice when I got the letter from them of my expungement. And I said, what is this? So you people going to own for life on this? You understand me? That letter will be coming out within my next channel. Might be not Expo Stock, I might give it a new name, but it will be out. As I said, my book actually is dedicated to my children and to also all the persons who have been raped, abused as children or as adults. We need to stop the abuse of children. We need to know what to do with children because it will reflect on them. So we must actually be careful of how we grow our children. And this also book is dedicated to my sister and brother-in-law who are deceased. I can call their name because they are not going to sue me. Lawrence and Dudley Palmer, they have grown me so well, and I know that. I may not have gotten all the love that I should have gotten, but I was cared for, and I know I had cousins who were cared for me. Right now, I am picking up a cousin of mine who are growing. She have always been there for me. Even now today, day when I called her, I said, but I know how to do it, use my discretion. Because I remember she asked me, where did you go wrong, Janet? I said, I don't know. It just happened. Where did you go wrong? Because you're always trying to make it. And she was actually referring to, oh, I get out of the force. But I think God maybe never wanted me there. I think God knows what He wants of me from the Jamaican Conservative Force, the government, which I am going to deal with. I have situation and scenario in this book where I was actually at the 3 Mile overhead bridge when it was building, and I know a tractor deliberator hit me. You understand me? And I take it to lawyers who cheated on me actually go behind my back where I give them the name of person, and I know they cheated on me. I'll be updating my fans and to be readers and to be fans readers and buyers on that issue again, because I actually think I should get recompense for that hit. I was hit down by the tractor, unconscious, holding my grandson and coming from the school of Copper and Pen. And it was sad. It was sad. I tried and I tried with these lawyers. Lately, in this year, I went and I got my police report. But I know the world is killers and I know the world is crazy. And I know people are just dumping each other like that. So I have to know what I'm going to do. But I must get redress from the Jamaica Constable Force. And with that charter that hit me unconscious, as expressed within my book here, I know before it's a statute bar, I must get at the whole scenario where I think these lawyers have done me wrong, went behind and took my money from those people. You understand me? In my opinion, that is what happened. I watch them get jittery when I go to them again after that, say that they never have a case with me and they don't know about me coming there ever. You understand me? Well, what was being done was being done, but I can tell them that if I get a good lawyer and if I get my money together, I am going to sue them. I am going to get to them because I am having problem in the head back at this moment with that unconsciousness from that tractor man. My shoulder still pain me. On the 12th and the 10th of this month here, I went through a lot of pain in the shoulder, and sometimes it even affect the other shoulder. To know and to think that I can let it go like that. Even though I have great love in me, love mold me, build me, I am telling this country at large, there's nothing wrong with seeking justice, with looking with redress or compensation for things that happen to you. And people must understand that good people in this country, good gentlemen and good women, this is my book, my effort for support. And it's going to be online for globally to buy. And I actually get it together, sell it, copies of it myself. I'll have it in Jamaica. I'm not going to put it in stores and I'm not going to publish any book because that is going to cost me. I'm too much right now in the dumps, poverty severity. I don't know how this country can feel with people like me still trying and don't help. But I'm telling one that this book, this book is all I learned. All I learned in this book is a blessing I heard from the Father God. And I know I still have the drive to strive. And I know that all who buy this book, it will be a blessing. As I said, this is my YouTube talk that is attached to this book. And blessing to all person in Jamaica and globally for 2025 New Year. Bless. You have a good time and a good day and support my book. It will be good for you too because I am going somewhere. I have it in me to pave way. So hear me out. As I said, there will be a confidential letter attached to members of parliament, to the prime minister, the opposition, churches, and to the commissioner of police for what had happened to me after the detriment and my devastation of being an ex-police. It must be known, and I know that if you're a gentleman and gentlewoman, with what I address to you will be coming, your addressee as addressee will be coming out on YouTube and Facebook the next talk I make because it must be known that I have lays with you, talk with you people, that this is such, and if you have a copy of my book, and I send my copy of my book to you, you can see that I'm a good person trying to elevate Jamaica, trying to take Jamaica out of the downs and the world out of the cold. We need people like me, and we need to do that. We need to take Jamaica out of the downs, jam down out of the downs, and the world out of the cold. So, as I said, I'm introducing my book to you. My book will be out on the market very soon, not published because I don't have that money to do that. I may get it copyright, yes, but possibly I don't have that money to do that now. So you got to buy my book straight from me. When you see anybody else selling my book, don't buy it. That would be a copyright infringement. And online, you know where to go, find it online. So you can send my money to me. I'll release to you the next talk, or my money can be sent to me as you buy my book. To all my buyers, to be fans and readers of Eradicate 8, blessing again. Bless. Last but not least, on this Expolis talk, I must express how much my book Eradicate 8, Part 1, completion and to surface it on the market, ready to surface it on the market, give me a sense of pride and satisfaction. I have always never give up to live up. And I've always been a trying person not to be left crying. So, even the very fact that I have put in my entry form for as expressed on the stock for the festival song 2025 uplift me and actually give me that sense of pride and satisfaction that I need to get to carry on. And I said, I never give up to live up. So, whatever the reason why I was told to retrieve back my forms, entry fee from the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, I don't know, but they said the reason they gave me was that the platform is not open, yet I see it on my phone that it was open, and the closing date was on the 13th of December 2024, where on that same day I bring it in. But my festival song still stands, and actually, if there is a platform open and I see it again for January, I will put it in my form. As also, if I don't get to put it in or it's rejected, I still will sing my song. I still got that choice that I want to have to voice it and sing my song. It's a very patriotic song, and I know that. So I will be doing it anyway, whether it is for a festival song or not. But then I just want you to know that how much I'm trying to give myself pride and satisfaction, and not everyone in this world or in this country put out that effort to see make people see that they are doing something. And out of all of this, I hope to invest. I hope to build my place up to do income coming in the interim. I hope to maybe build myself a little shop and so on, so that I can help, as I said before, this country and the world, this Jamaica jam down out of its lungs and the world out of its cold. So this is what I'm all about. So as I said, if there's no ban on this book, it will be like a pocket money that never can done. As I said, in the back of my book, if you read it, when you do get it and buy it and become my fans, my readers and buyers, you will see what I say. If there's no ban on this book, the sky is the limit to get married. And it will be like a honey locket pattern chest for all. I'm not saying this is for me. As I build my status, this is not just for me, but for us, as I say, Jesus. And I close off and say blessing again to all Jamaica and globally.